Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerobin Singletary, and I chose to do my project on deficit thinking and culturally relevant urban education. How many times have you heard the saying that you just gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps? It is this quote that inspired my project image. Here, I chose to take pictures of the shoes of students at a school for learning disabilities. Each shoe is different, and every student is different. Their experiences are different. I chose to enlarge a section of the shoes to highlight these differences and the urgency to see each child and their distinct differences, as well as minimize the outer borders at the top and the right to show how many times educators forget to see the distinct shoes or individuals and sadly begin to only see mere shoes or bodies. Richard Valencia describes deficit thinking as this: the idea that a student fails in school because of deficiencies or internal deficits related to their genetic makeup, class, culture, or familial socialization or communication. There are six characteristics of deficit thinking. The first one being blaming the victim, where the victim is blamed for their failure, and then there are ways trying to fix the students. Oppression is the next, where educational practices and policies, along with social class and racial prejudices, keep the disadvantaged students of color in their place. Pseudoscience, where researchers push their perspective with vague information but claim that it's based on scientific results. Temporal changes, which is just the concepts that change frequently. Educability, how deficit thinkers view the educability of students with color through a sequence of described, explained, predicted, and modified behaviors. And the last, heterodoxy, which is just class domination. At its core, critical race theory is concerned with affecting social change and eradicating discrimination of every kind. As such, it is not purely theoretical, rather, it emphasizes activism and the practical applications of social theory. Latson, Billings, and Tate introduced critical race theory to the field of education because of their conviction that race and its role in educational inequality were under theorized. Contemporary education scholars have built on Latson, Billings, and Tate, recognizing that CRT offers a powerful framework for understanding and readdressing the persistent educational inequalities and impacting students of color. Recently held an online interview with some teachers and grad students, one being a juvenile probation officer. I asked questions on navigating through race and culture, misconceptions of teachers, racial membership, racial pairing, better support for novice teachers, school culture, school to prison pipeline strategies, on state and district and local levels, achievement gaps, neighborhood crime, incarceration rates, and standardized assessments. The answers were well thought out, and many convictions were similar. The only questions that I had remaining were these two. How can art education be an active participant in diverting students from the school to prison pipeline? And how can we implement restorative justice practices while advocating for the place of art within art education? Thank you all for your time. Please click the link above to check out my final paper. Have a wonderful evening.